Exactly. That's great. Hey everybody, welcome to the championship edition of Breakfast with Bob from the .tev Challenge Roth. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by HOKA Fly Human Fly, Master Spas, deboer wetsuits, Outrigger Kona Resort and Spa. Stay longer, save more. And our Challenged Athletes Foundation, our next guest, took second place, but he made the race throughout the day. Jonas Schomburg joins us. Jonas, first of all, I always respect people who go off the front. That is your style.
That's my style. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
It's an honor to have you.
Pretty tired now. This race tactics actually is like pretty hard for your legs, so I feel them now.
I bet you feel them now. But so throughout the day, I mean, you lead the swim, you lead the bike till like, I think there was, it was what, 29K into, you're leading the marathon till like 29K into the marathon. Did you start to feel like, okay, this is my race?
Actually, I thought because the gap opened up again on the run immediately when I was.
Yes.
I think I was also my pacing was a bit off. I'm running without a watch. I was like just on feeling everything.
Was that purposeful? You want to run without a watch, or?
Yeah, it's normally I'm racing without a watch.
Okay.
And then I opened the gap up to Sam to 3 minutes, and
yes.
I was like, okay, actually I can cool down a bit, save my legs a bit, and not to overpace it. But then after 20K, I started really fading a bit more, and then Sam closed the gap pretty quickly.
So, but your style is to go for it from the front.
Yeah, always trying to push it and make as fast as possible, and the harder the better for me normally. And so I had a great swim, always in the second, third position, and the guys went for the bonus. Even at the last 200 meters, I was like, that's great. I just sit here and have a quick transition, and then I go. So I try to make the gap in the first transition, and I didn't want to ride with them in the group.
Right.
Yeah.
So in behind you, I think Sam was having some cramping issues, things like that early on. But then eventually he started to bridge, but you still had that gap off the bike. You had 50 seconds or so off the bike. And it was funny, I was watching Sebastian Kienle commentating. He goes, he's running like he's running in the Olympic Games because your turnover was really quick early on.
Yeah.
But you felt great off the bike.
Actually, I started fading on the bike a bit, like the last 30K.
Okay.
I started to feel my back because I have like a new cockpit, new position. I'm
yes.
basically like 4 or 5 centimeters lower than I
really?
was last week in Frankfurt. So I was riding a bit more in the handlebars, the uphills, and just to push it.
Yes.
But yeah, I started to feel the back. But I was hitting the run. I was actually feeling pretty good.
So last week, your whole cockpit came off during the bike ride in Frankfurt. And it's funny because you have this plan. I'm going to Frankfurt. I'm going to go off the front and hopefully be in the mix there. And then when you can't continue and you're out of the race, and you have to change everything and decide, when did you decide, okay, I'm fit, I'm going to go Challenge Roth?
Actually, I came straight from altitude training camp, so I was peaking for Frankfurt because, like, for the Germans, like
yes.
one of the big races.
Yeah.
Then the cockpit fell off, and they took me out of the race, and I went back to the hotel room, pretty disappointed. But then I saw the message from Felix, and he organized already, printed the race number already, and
oh, he had a number printed for you already.
Yes, and
so,
the homestay, everything organized. Then I have a chat with Lasse Ebert here, and he also stays here, so it was really close, like a family business and short way. So he made it like a new cockpit in 3 days. That's
unbelievable. So you're also a two-time Olympian. And you were 38th in 2020, 24th in 2024. Talk a little bit about the Olympic experience, because we know this is a very special experience for long-distance triathlon, but of course Tokyo didn't have the same experience as Paris. But what was that Paris experience like for you?
I say it was pretty similar. The atmosphere here compared to the Olympics, I was didn't expect it at all. Like going up the Solara Berg, first man
crazy,
out,
right?
It was crazy. I was actually pushing, I think, way too much power there.
That's okay, because the crowd likes that.
But it was like insane. Like my ears are still sore. It was crazy.
And people think that that's the only climb, but it's a hilly course. I think there's over 10 climbs on each lap of that course.
Yeah, it's always rolling up and down. I think you have to push all the time, so you can't recover. So it's a hard course actually.
So with the Olympic, you've been to 2 Olympic Games. Are you thinking of 2024 in LA as well?
2028.
I'm sorry, 2028 as well.
It's always back in the mind, but it's like a long qualification period, so it's like 2 years. So I took this year to like get some new motivation, doing something new. I did like the ITU for 10 years, always the same races.
Yes.
So first time here in Roth is something special, and I think I like it.
So, and you think about what's great about this is you control your own destiny. You can wear whatever logos you want. You're more of an independent person than when you're doing the ITU format. Yeah,
it's like you can choose what you want, what suits you. I like this races, like the hard races, and the ITU is like basically similar, like every year the same races, and something new. So I like it.
So when you went to your first long distance race was in South Africa, where you got 3rd. So look at you're Mr. Podium every race you go to. But there you 241 marathon. Here PR. You got a PR, right? You're looking at 46 swim, 402 bike, 240 marathon, 731.24, and there you were 752, man. You crunched it.
I even enjoyed the finish line here, so maybe it's up to 40 next time.
Exactly. That's right. You were high-fiving everybody coming down towards the finish. So what's the rest of your season? You're in Nice, right, for World Championships. Is that a course that suits you?
I had a quick chat with Sam already, and then we go for a breakaway. That's the plan.
Yes.
I think the course is great for us, like going from the gun and pushing the first part of the bike course, like with the uphills, and should be a good one. Yeah,
because that's really true. You guys swim about the same, so you guys could work together and get rid of everybody. And that course is one of those with all the climbing is you out of sight, out of mind. People can't see where you're at. Sam, he was so far gone when he won World Championships that nobody was going to catch him that day. Even though Patrick ran, I think 2:30 or something.
Yeah, and also like for us Europeans, it's quite close. I will go over there next week or in 2 weeks' time, have a nice look at the race course and check the race course. And
do you, when you go to these courses, do you train with other people? Do you train by yourself?
Normally I train on my own. My dad is coaching me. So
your dad coaches you?
Yeah, he was the ex-professional tour.
Ex-professional tour rider?
Triathlete.
A triathlete?
Yeah.
Ah. So and what era did he compete in? We're talking
like 1990 to 2000.
So we're talking Thomas Hellriegel and guys like that.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so did he race Kona?
No, he didn't like the long distance game.
So he stayed. Was he
basically short distance?
Short distance.
Yeah.
But we weren't in the Olympics until 2000.
Yeah. So then he tried to qualify
for the Olympics.
Yeah. And
yeah.
But he's coaching me, and I think we have like influence, and I can trust him. I think that's really important for having a coach and you can trust, and it kind of working. Yeah?
So when growing up, did you do triathlon as a little boy?
I was a gymnast actually.
Really? What was which? What was your specialty?
Like everything.
You did all around.
Yeah. So, but I was growing up too.
You're too big.
Yeah, and then they kicked me out. Like there's no chance when you're too tall.
You're too tall.
Yeah, and then I started with swimming, cycling, and then triathlon eventually.
So did you compete in swimming and compete in cycling, and then eventually triathlon?
More cycling then. So
more cycling racing.
But it's good fun.
Yes.
But my sprint is not that good actually.
So you knew longer was going to be better for you.
Yeah.
So the the draft legal format of the ITU, that doesn't really suit someone with your power, right? Because it's so tactical rather than just putting your head down and go.
Yeah, also like the tight corners and stuff, and it's like actually better for a bit smaller people.
Yes.
Also the running, I don't like too many running around corners and accelerating every time. So I think the longer stuff is actually better for me, for the bigger guys.
No, there's no question about that. It's definitely better for you. So the rest of this season, will you do anything else besides Nice in terms of racing between now and then, or you'll be just focused on training for that?
Haven't made the decision yet, but maybe I'll jump on the start line for T100 and see if I get a chance. But
Yes.
Actually, I want to put my main focus on Nice, and I know if I can have a good race, it can change my life. So
It can change your life, right?
Yeah.
If you ever, I mean, listen, you got third in South Africa, second here. You're already right there, right from the beginning.
Yeah, so I also have not like a real weakness in those three disciplines.
No, you
So-
don't have a weakness at all. When you look at splits like that, 46, 402, 240, there's no weakness there at all. The hard part is there's a number of other guys
Yeah.
who have that same strength.
And also have to perform on the day. So, but I'm racing also in 70.3 Marbella, the worlds for.
Oh, so you'll be 70.3 worlds as well.
Yeah.
So has your dad helped you in terms of your bike setup, getting in the right position, or you bring some specialist for that?
No, I went to a specialist here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like you said, you changed your position a lot.
They had to. Like my tower was actually too tall.
It looked a little tall.
So now I've got a completely new setup, and I tested it 3 days.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I can hold it, and actually it worked out. I mean, I need probably a few more weeks to get really adapt to it and pushing the power, but I'm feeling pretty fast now.
You're feeling pretty fast. 402, and that was the first time out with that setup.
Yeah, first time.
First time out.
First time. But I must say, it's like it was a super fair race.
Yes.
Like the motorbikes were like miles ahead of me, and
They were.
I must. That was great.
Yeah, there's a lot less motorbikes than there used to be on this course, which makes it really, really a fair race.
Like my dad raced this like 20, 30 years ago, and he was like, "There's motorbikes everywhere, and just have to lead the race, and then you are gone." I was like, "There are no motorbikes here."
That's the way it used to be. Whoever got out of the water, whoever got in the lead on the bike, they sort of had an escort. And that's not just here. There was a lot of races. This just watching, when I look through all of the folks who are racing now, how old are you now?
31 now.
31, so you're still a young kid. So 31 years old, you've got all of these great races. You could challenge Roth, and next year is Kona, and that course is perfect for you. Did the heat bother you at all yesterday?
Nah, actually, the hotter the better for me. So
Okay.
I love the Tokyo Olympic Games when it was really
Really?
hot and humid.
It was so hot and humid.
So I lived a few years with my family in South Africa. So I'm kind of used to the heat.
Okay.
I mean, I like it. When it's rainy and cold, I'm miserable. Like, I don't like it.
Yes.
But I think Kona going to be a nice one.
So in South Africa, did you get into triathlon when you got into South Africa, or was that earlier?
Earlier before. I think I started with when I was 10 or something.
And how long were you guys in South Africa?
Maybe like 6, 7 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you were competing in triathlon there as well then?
Yeah, like traveling always from South Africa and racing there, and yeah.
What's so hard is when you're in South Africa, anywhere you travel, it's not like you're
It's
traveling
far.
for the weekend.
No.
You're going for months and months at a time. What do you look at this as your best race so far?
Probably. I think I've done some good races also, like in the ITU, like when I was like 6 or something in the WTS.
Yes.
And like, but this is something special, I think.
I love it. Congratulations on an awesome, awesome day. Silver medal at one of the classic events. I always look at Ironman World Championships, 70.3 World Championships, Challenge Roth is to me, the sort of the top 3. So if Ironman hadn't pulled you out last week with the tower, would you have tried to finish on that bike?
Probably sticking in the group. I was sitting in the pack and was like, okay, I can hold this.
So what were you doing? Like holding the
whole
the tower?
the whole top of the handlebar fell off. Actually, eventually after 60k, and but I could shift the gears on my handlebar still, and I was like, and then I was riding in like a track rider on. And the tower was just like 4 centimeters under my face. So I was like, okay, maybe he's right. It's a bit dangerous.
Not so much. They were probably worried about you taking somebody else out too.
Yeah, but for my own race, I would maybe finish the race. But you never know. Like the run, probably gonna be like a bit difficult. I'm with me riding like in this position for another 100k.
That is wild. Well, congratulations, Jonas. What a treat to get to spend some time with you. Now, did we meet at Challenge Daytona or one of those others?
Yeah, like
I think
4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew you. You look so familiar. I'm like, I think we chatted, but you were just starting to look at these longer distance races.
Yeah, just for fun. I did like a pre-race, something different.
Yes.
And but now I think I'm sticking to this.
You were 7th at Daytona and 9th at Miami, but so people who go, "Oh, this is a young guy. He's new to our sport." You did 161 ITU races, right? 16 podiums, 7 wins. Yeah. But it's like for us, you're this new kid on the block. But you've been racing for years, and 106, that's a lot of racing.
That's a lot. I'm known for like doing a lot of racing, and it's not even like the Bundesliga and the French GPs.
So that's separate from that.
This is just the ITU. Yeah.
Over the last decade.
Yeah.
So you did 161 races there, and then in terms of Bundesliga and other races, how many other races do you think you did?
Probably every year like 25 or something.
25 or so. So you've got probably 200 races.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that you've done. And now you're sort of a rookie coming out here.
But it's nice to like prepare and taking the time for the big ones and perform them. And it's a bit more relaxed, I would say. And the traveling, when you travel so much for those races, it's like kind of hard at some point.
Right. Well, and also the difference to me is you come here and there's all the age groupers and people like that. You go to Yokohama or some of the other races, and there's nobody there. It's just the pros, and it's the same guys you raced last week, and you sort of know how it's going to play out. It has to be way more fun.
This has to be, it is. Like even when I was riding and passing the age groupers, everyone was shouting my name. Go, Jonas! Go, go, go! I was like, yeah, okay. It's so fun, yeah.
Good for you. Congratulations again. Jonas Schomburg has been our guest, 2nd place here at Challenge Roth. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.